Good morning. Man, it's good to be back. It is a beautiful day today, and working on the F4. It's good to be back. So, got a few things going on. We're not doing the engine runs today, mostly because of that air leak that we had found a few weeks ago. That's fixed. They did a pressure check. Right now we're doing all the safety wire and putting the panel behind the seat back into place. I'll show you guys the line here in a few minutes once the cockpit's cleared out. See all the equipment stacked on the left-hand wing there. That stuff's got to go back in the cockpit as well. We pretty much want to put the aircraft back together before we tow her out to do engine runs. This would have been a great day for it. Man, it's nice. It's not too hot today. We got a few other things to take care of. I'm going to dive into that tug. That's not our aircraft tug with the no brakes. That one actually works, but it can't pull aircraft because it's not rated for that. That was an old bag tug for, I believe, United Airlines when it was built new. But the reverse on that, I think the clutch on the reverse and the transmission's burnt out because it struggles to get into reverse. So I'm going to figure out what transmission it has so we can figure out how to fix it. So that's that. Yeah, got some good work going on today. All right, now to dig into this thing. There's the transmission back there. Oh, dipstick. I got a hunch this is an old Ford transmission of some flavor. Oh yeah, look at their Ford logo. Type F. It's got a good amount of fluid in it. So, like I mentioned, our problem with this is it'll happily go into forward, but it struggles in reverse, and I think the clutch for reverse is worn out. Let's get a better look on the side. There we go. There's the shifter linkage for it there. Comes up here. Make sure that's not, we'll make sure that's adjusted right. I have a feeling it's just worn out. It's just worn out. Kind of looks like an old Ford C6. It's about the right time frame. This tug was built, I believe, in the mid-80s. But velocity shaft, I think. Yeah, shifter linkage. Let's see if we ever wanted to get this thing out. It's bolted to the frame. That's one of the mounts. There's the bell housing bolts. Let's see, this cross member would have to come out and then disconnect it at the back. That's the parking brake band, I believe, and the rear axle. All right. Feeling a little bit better about this. It's not some sort of weird transmission. This looks like a very common Ford transmission. That's a good thing, at least for us. That means we'll, worst case, if it's got to get rebuilt, that's an easy one to rebuild. All right. Yeah, at least they give you a fair amount of room to work with on this. You guys remember, this is also the one that well, the starter drive decided to destroy itself, so that got fixed. So it starts again, and this one stops. It just doesn't want to go in reverse. Awesome, we'll take care of that. Now, as far as the F4 goes, so that canopy actuator got resealed. Crew Chief Al was able to take care of that. So, in the process of getting that out of the aircraft for reseal, we found one of the fittings, I believe it was this one, or the one on that end. One of these was cracked, so that line had to come out, which meant that the air system was open for a little while, so we couldn't put air on the jet after he fixed that, and we got it back in place. So this line had to get actually built. I think that's a custom built line for us, but as you can see, it's not the easiest to deal with, considering it attaches here and winds its way through all this stuff down here, and then comes up and attaches here. But it's been leak checked. That got replaced earlier in the week. Al came out and knocked this out for us and leak checked it. The canopy goes up and down as expected, and nothing leaks, especially this. That's what was leaking in the first place. Turns out this was a small leak as well, and that got fixed too. But now we're trying to safety wire that back into place, and it is not the easiest because you can see it's very little room back there. We'll get that. We're struggling with that right now. Unlike the Tug, there's a lot less room to work back here. So once that's wired, this panel that surrounds it will get put back into place, and then cycle the air system again, make sure everything's good to go, and that clears the way for all this equipment to go back in. And then at some point I think the seats can come back in, but I'm not sure on that. You guys gotta take care of that. I don't think the seats are going in for the air show though. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so we got about a month to go until the air show, which is Wings over Houston. And so she's not going to go up on jacks beforehand because it's just not enough time to do everything that we want to do with the gear before the air show. So we're going to get her put back together. We may run the engines before the air show. That may happen, it may not, I'm not sure. We got to get everything put back together first before we can even think about running the engines. But we do have the air show coming up, and I'm hoping, we're hoping to see some of you guys there. So yeah, Wings over Houston 2024. The Blue Angels are the headliners this year, and there's quite a bit of other stuff. I believe I don't know for 100%, but our F100 should be flying, as well as our A4. The ME262 might be on that list, but it may be a display this year. If I heard correctly. So our F4 will definitely be out on the ramp for the show, and likely, I don't know what else we'll have out, but it's always a good time. So that's where we're at with the F4 right now. Hopefully we make some noise for the air show. It'd be nice to have her fly in the air show. That may be next year that she'll fly for the air show, and I'm so looking forward to that. But we'll get her there. We'll get her there. All right, that's all for this weekend, everybody. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see you next time.